Zen Koans, always great doubt. When faith is 100%. So too will be doubt, when doubt is 100%. So too will be awakening by that way. Zen Koans, Talong's pure, everlasting body. PCR 82. Some wonders Talong, the color body perishes. What is the pure, everlasting, 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 everlasting? Everlasting, everlasting body. Talong said, flowers cover the mountain like brocade. Like brocade. Mountain thorns so deep they're indigo. Translated by John Tarrant and Joan Sutherland. Titled Talong's Flowers Like Brocade. Zen Koans, Dancing Mountains, MK5. Make the mountains dance. Note: ZenKoans is the local deity for one of the shamans. Jianyuan offer condolences. BCR 55. Tao and Jianyuan visited a house in mourning to offer their condolences. Jianyuan struck the coffin with his hand and asked, "Alive or dead?" Tao said, "I'm not saying alive. I'm not saying dead." Jianyuan asked, "Why won't you say?" Tao said, "I'm not saying. I'm not saying. I'm not saying. On the way home, Jianyuan stopped in the middle of the road and demanded, "Tell me right now, teacher. If you don't say, I'm going to hit you." "And leave," Tao said. "You can hit me. But even if you do, I still won't say. Jianyuan hit him. After Tao died, Jianyuan went to Shishuang and told him this story. Shishuang said, "I'm not saying alive, I'm not saying dead." Jianyuan asked, "Why won't you say?" Shishuang said, "I'm not saying, I'm not saying, I'm not saying. Say. At these words, Jianyuan had an opening. One day, Jianyuan took a spade and went into the teaching hall. From the east, he crossed to the west, and from the west, he crossed to the east. From the east, he crossed to the west, and from the west, he crossed from east to west, to east, to west, to east. "What are you doing?" asked Shishuang. Jianyuan said, "I'm searching for old teachers' sacred bones." Sacred bones. What sort of teachers' sacred bones are you looking for? Shuto comments. Blue heavens. Blue heavens. Jianyuan said, "This is truly good. It makes me strong." Later, Fu of Taiyan said, "Our teacher's sacred bones are still here." From Blue Cliff Record Case number 55. Osway's fire at the end of the gulp. PCR 29. A student asked Osway, "It's clear that the fire at the end of the scalp will completely destroy the universe." I'm still not clear whether there is something that won't be destroyed. Lasway said, "It will be destroyed. It'll leave along with everything else. It will leave along with everything else," said Lasway. From Blue Cliff Record Case number 29, translated by John Tarrant and Joan Sutherland. Zen Koans. Zen Koans. 2 bowls in hand. G.G.1. Dershan one day descended to the dining hall, bowls in hand. Xuefeng asked him, "Where are you going with your bowls in hand, old teacher?" The bell has not rung, and the drum has not sounded. Dershan turned and went back to his room. Xuefeng brought up the matter with Yando. Yando said, "Dershan, great as he is, does not yet know that last word. The last word. Hearing about this, Dershan sent for Yando and asked, "Don't you approve of this old monk?" Yando whispered his meaning. Dershan said nothing. Next day, when Dershan took the high seat before his assembly, his presentation was very different than usual. Yendo came to the front of the hall, rubbing his hands. And laughing loudly, saying, "How delightful! Our old boss has got hold of the last word. From now on, no one under heaven can outdo him." From the gateless gate, case number 13. Darshan one day descended to the dining hall, bowls in hand. Shrivan asked him, "Where are you going with your bowls in hand, O teacher?" "The bell has not rung, and the drum has not sounded." Darshan turned and went back to his room. Shrivan brought up the matter with Yendo. Yendo said, "Darshan, great as he is, does not yet know the last word. The last word. Hearing about this, Darshan sent for Yendo and asked, "Don't you approve of this old monk?" Yendo whispered his meaning. Darshan said nothing. Next day, when Darshan took the high seat before his assembly, his presentation was very different than usual. Yendo came to the front of the hall, rubbing his hands. And laughing loudly, saying, "How delightful! Our old boss has got hold of the last word. From now on, no one under heaven can outdo him." From the gateless gate, gaze number 13. Zen Koans. Darshan meets the tea lady. GG 28. Darshan cultivated the scholar's life. Scholar's life. Spending long hours with the Diamond Sutra. He was famous throughout the north of China, traveling from monastery to monastery, speaking to large crowds. In pursuit of wisdom. They called him the Diamond Sutra King. Talk had spread throughout the north of the heretical masters down south, who were speaking of a transmission of wisdom, mind to mind, outside of scripture. Darshan packed up his notes and commentaries on the sutra and headed south. Arriving in the region of one of his other teachers, Longtan, Darshan stopped at a tea house at the foot of the mountain. An old lady came to serve him. He was intrigued by her confidence as she came to the table. As he ordered tea cakes, the woman noticed Dajan's cart, loaded heavy with his diamond sutra text, commentaries, and notes. "What have you got there?" she asked. "That's my life work on that card," he replied. "My commentaries and notes on the time. The Diamond Sutra, the sum of my vast knowledge. I am the king, king of the Diamond Sutra." "Is that so?" she said. "Then I have a question for you. If you answer, I'll give you tea cakes. If you can't answer, you get nothing." "How hard can this be?" thought Darshan. "Like it says in your sutra," the old woman said, "past mind cannot be realized, present mind cannot be realized, future mind cannot be realized. Which mind is it you want to realize?" Darshan could not answer. He was completely in the dark, confused, upset, and desperate. "Is there a Zen master around here?" he asked the old woman. "Yes, just a few miles up the road. That's Longtan's place. Head full, belly empty, Darshan went to meet Longtan. of treasure. Treasure. The storehouse of treasures opens of itself. You may take them and use them any way you wish. These had I, Miscellaneous Koans, case number 66, by Tolkien. MK 66. The storehouse of treasures opens of itself. You may take them and use them any way you wish. From PZI, Miscellaneous Koans, case number 66, by Tolkien. Zen Koan. Tolkien's turn your light inward. Therefore, put aside the intellectual practice of investigating words, and closing phrases, and learn to take the backward step that turns the light, and shines it inward. Body and mind of themselves will drop away, and your original face, your face will manifest. If you want to realize such, get to work on such right now. From Tolkien's Zenki. Zen Koan. Dogs at midnight. MK4. Stop the dogs barking at midnight. From PZI, Miscellaneous Koans, case 4. Zen Koan. Dolphins, MK10. Are dolphins really as smart as people say they are? From PZI, Miscellaneous Koans, case 10. Zen Koan. Zen Koan. Tonghan's 5 ranks. The second. Poem 2. You find yourself to be an old woman. You're sleeping late. When you wake up, you come upon an ancient mirror. And you see your own face clearly. Try not to lose sight of it again and go chasing shadows. From the record of Dongshan, the 5 ranks. Second rank. swords are crossed. There is no way to retreat, to retreat, to retreat, to retreat, to retreat, to retreat. You're alone in the fire. You can't help it. You're determined to go higher, 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 higher. From the record of Dongshan, the 5 ranks, 4th rank. Zen Koans, Dongshan's just this is it. When Dongshan was ready to leave his teacher, Yunyan, Dongshan asked, later on, if someone asks me if I can depict your reality or your teaching, how shall I reply? Yunyan paused, and then said, just this is it. When he heard that, Dongshan sank into thought, and Yunyan said, you are in charge of this great matter. You must be most thoroughgoing. Dongshan left Yunyan and was still perplexed. He didn't quite get it. As he proceeded, he was wading across a stream and seeing his reflection in water. He had some understanding. He looked down the stream, and saw something. And then he wrote this poem. Just don't seek from others, or you'll be far, far estranged from yourself. Now I go on alone, but everywhere I meet it. It now is me. I now am not it. One must understand in this way to merge with suchness. From the record of Dongshan. Zen Koans, Dongshan's No Grass, BS 89. Dongshan said to the assembly, it is the meeting, beginning of autumn, the end of summer, and you brothers will go some to the east, some to the west. You must go where there is not an inch of grass, not an inch. Inch of grass, for 10,000. of Serenity, case number 89. Zen Koan, Dongshan's three paths. A teacher asked a pilgrim, "Where have you come from?" "From Dongshan," replied the pilgrim. "What does Dongshan teach?" "He usually teaches in three ways." "What are they?" "The dark way, the bird path, and the open hand." From the record of Dongshan. Zen Koan, Dongshan's voice of the cuckoo, MK52. For whom do you bathe and make yourself beautiful? Beautiful. Beautiful. The cry of the cuckoo is calling you home. Hundreds of flowers fall. Yet her voice is instilled even deep in the jumbled mountains, in the jumbled mountains. It's calling clearly from Zen Koans, case number 52, from Dongshan's 5 ranks, second cycle. Zen Koan. Zen Koan. Dongshan's jewel mirror, Samadhi. The teaching of suchness, intimately, given by the Buddhas and ancestors. Now that it's yours, keep it well. A silver bowl filled with snow. A white heron hidden in the moonlight. Apart. They seem similar. Together, they're different. you see but don't recognize a familiar face from long, long ago. No need to be surprised by that. From the record of Dongshan, the 5 ranks, first rank. Zen Koans, Dongshan's 5 ranks, the 3rd. Poem 3. You are in the middle of nothing. There is a road that has no dust. No dust. Just don't mention the names of sages and emperors. Then you'll be more eloquent than they were in ancient times. From the record of Dongshan, the 5 ranks, 3rd rank. Zen Koans, Dongshan's 5 ranks, the record of Dongshan. Number 1. It is past midnight. The moon has not yet risen. In the deep dark, we see a face from long ago. But you don't recognize her. Don't think that's strange. Number 2. You find yourself to be an old woman. You're sleeping late. When you wake up, you come upon an ancient mirror, and you see your own face. Clearly. Try not to lose sight of it again, and go chasing the shadows. Number 3. You're in the middle of nothing. There is a road. There is no dust. No dust. Just don't mention the names of sages and emperors. Then you'll be more eloquent than they were in ancient times. Number 4. 2 swords. 2 swords are crossed. There is no way deciding it is, or it isn't? Do you have the courage to be at peace with it? Everyone wants to leave the endless changes. But when we finish time bending, and fitting our lives, we come, and we sit by the fire. From the record of Dongshan, the Five Ranks, Chapter 114. Zen Koans. Dongshan's Five Ranks. Zen Koans. Poem 5. Not deciding it is or it isn't. Do you have the courage to be at peace? Peace with it. Everyone wants to leave the endless changes. The endless changes. But when we finish bending, and fitting our lives, we come and we sit by the fire. Zen Koans. Zen Koans. Don't believe it. Whatever comforts you, don't believe it. When something appears, shine. Shine your light on it. Have confidence in the light that is working inside you. By Linji. Zen Koans. Dongshui's 3 barriers. MK73. GG 47. A. People go to wild places to search for their true nature. When you do this, where is your truth? can you be free? See, after you die, where will you go? From BZI Miscellaneous Koans, case 73, and cage this gate to case 47. Zen Koans, those wise wild places. MK73A. People go to wild places to search for their true nature. When you do this, where is your true nature? From BZI Miscellaneous Koans, case 73A. The first of those ways, 3 barriers. Doshwai's third barrier, Zen Koan MK73C. After you die, where will you go? From BZI Miscellaneous Koans K73C. Third of Doshwai's 3 barriers. Alternate version. When the body has dissolved into the 4 elements. Where will you go? Zen Koan, Doshwai's third barrier. Zen Koan MK73C. After you die, where will you go? From BZI Miscellaneous Koans K73C. Third of Doshwai's 3 barriers. Alternate version. When the body has dissolved into the 4 elements. Where is to search for their true nature. When you do this, where is your true nature? B. When you have realized your true nature, you are free. Free of birth and death. When you are dying, how can you be free? See, after you die, where will you go? From BZI Miscellaneous Koans, case 73, and case this gate to case 47. Zen Koan. Zen Koan. Dragon Barberings. PCR2. A student asked Xingya, what is the way? Xingya said, dragon barberings, 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 in a withered tree. What is a person of the way? Eyes in a skull. Later, the student asked Zhuang, what are dragon murmurings? In a withered tree. Zhuang replied, I still have joy. Later still, the student asked Cao Shan, who can hear these dragon murmurings? Cao Shan replied, there is no one in the world who isn't hearing it. What book, this dragon murmurings in a withered